What's going on, YouTube? Run Good coming at you with a brand new video. And today we're taking a trip back to our group breaks last weekend where we ripped a $7,000 box of 2022 NFL Flawless. After the box, I'll come back and share my thoughts on the product. Is it worth it? Is the price too high? Spoiler alert, it is way too high. But nonetheless, without giving away anything, let's go ahead and go back to Sunday night when we ripped a box of Flawless in one of our group breaks, and then we'll come on back and talk about it. Flawless it is. Good luck, everybody. Let's hit that Purdy shield. Let's hit the product hit right now. Purdy or Pickett shield. Preferably Purdy. And Purdy is decisively the case hit. Two best hits from last year were a Zach Wilson RPA to 15 and a Russell Wilson patch auto to 2. That was very close to you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I almost just hit JML with the workers comp. Worker comp, he says. Oh, I gotta get the seals. It's been a minute since I've opened Flawless. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I really want to hit a monster for somebody. Is what I want to do.
And no peeking.
I'm not peeking. I'm
peeking.
I'm trying not to peek. Trying not to peek. There's
Hitman
one.
peeks.
I know he peeks. Hitman definitely peeks.
Oh, I
There's
think I see a shield there. I think I see a shield.
two. And I don't want to peek.
I see the platinum foil.
I think I have him covered. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright. So we've got him covered. Gonna grab the box. We're gonna leave those in there. And it is time to rip some Flawless. Even if I tried to peek, my eyes are bad. A little nervous. A little nervous. I want to hit a monster. Last Flawless break was 1,200 breaks ago, says Drew. Alright, I can officially confirm I did see 0 cards. So I have no idea what's coming.
That's good.
I legitimately have no idea what's coming. Alright, good luck, everybody. Usually I sneak a quick little peek. But RGL pulled me a Freyermuth quad tag to 3 last year. We got to find better than Freyermuth. First card out.
Ooh.
Gold rookie shield.
Oh, man. Oh.
We're going to kick it off with a rookie showcase of Pacheco, 7 of 25. Isaac Pacheco, 7 of 25. Going to the Chiefs. Going to Milton. That's nice. Not from any specific game or event. That is probably a one-touch, though. Yeah, Pacheco didn't have very many cards last year. That's probably a one-touch right there. I mean, this one just came out, so probably not too many comps. But I'm not sweating, and I'm not in this break. We're gonna take our time a little bit on this one. One touch as we go. Appreciate it. It's a pricey rip for sure. First card out being a one touch is definitely a good sign. Definitely a good sign. Isaac Pacheco, 7 of 25 to kick things off. All right, next out, second card. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Packers, Broncos, Saints, 5 of 25. Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. Wow. Packers, Richard P. Broncos are a combo with the Saints. That's Ryan M. And, Broncos and Saints have 2 claims on this one. So that'll have to be a random. Saints and Broncos each have 2 claims on this one. So we don't do player worn materials on that one. That is nice. Not game worn, unfortunately. All right, next out. What's going on, John? Next out. Ink Cowboys. DeMarcus Ware, 4 of 5. DeMarcus Ware on the Honored Ink Flawless. Cowboys, gonna be Leonardo. DeMarcus Ware to 5. Next out. 9 of 25. That looks like Colts. Michael Pittman Jr. Is that a rookie from 2020? Michael Pittman Jr. on the Flawless patch auto. Patch auto, not a rookie. Not from a specific game or event, which is depressing. Sick card right there. Michael Pittman Jr. 2-color patch auto. I'm going to need my comp masters. Where you guys at? Is a Michael Pittman? It's a nasty, nasty card. It's not a rookie, unfortunately. I pulled a patch auto of him 2 of 2 last year. Michael Pittman Jr. All right, next out. Star Swatch signatures. That's Debo, isn't it? Debo Samuel, 7 of 25. Matthew T with the 49ers. I know how that sweat goes because I just had it on Friday. Star Swatch, Debo Samuel, 7 of 25. Not from a specific game or event. It's still nice, though. We're going to one-touch that one on up. That's sick. Man, I know how that goes. You're wanting to see Purdy, and you get a nice little consolation prize. 2 cards left, and then we go into the inner. I don't know hunting fishing. They should all be game used. Going to Jared with the Dolphins. Dan Marino wins MVP in 1984. 9 of 20 on card Dan Marino. That's a nice one. Dan the Man Marino. Laces out, Dan. On card Marino. Solid. And your last card. You did call a big vet, Kelly. You did. Green Bay. AJ Dillon, 3 of 10 on the gold patch auto. Gold patch auto, AJ Dillon, Green Bay, Richard P. Probably go back and one-touch this one on up after I look at comps. Probably a one-touch, not a rookie or anything, but we've only had 1 rookie so far. I feel like some rookies are coming. Hitman. I'm trying to see if I see the certificate. Certificate is under here, so this is going to be our diamond. This will be our diamond. So this is our diamond right here with the diamond guarantee. Just send it. I see red up top. Ruby Flawless.
Oh, we know who that is.
Milton.
Or we think we know.
I think I know who it is. The ultimate wingman. Oh, it's Travis Swift. 8 of 20. I thought it was Mahomes.
It was like even in the position.
It was the position. It was everything. The helmet. Man, Travis Kelce. 18. I wanted the Mahomes so bad. It's sick. Still a dub. It's Taylor's boyfriend. Look away, Hitman. Travis Kelce, 18 of 20 on the Ruby. The Ruby is guaranteed by Panini. It's not a little gumball Ruby. Panini'd. All right. That one's nice. T-Swizzle. So the diamond certificate guarantee goes with that card. We'll do the one on the left. Let's do the one on the left. And then we'll end with the center. Doesn't look like platinum foil to me. Ooh, rookie.
Oh my goodness.
Sam Howell, 18 of 20. Greg with the Commanders. 3-color Sam Howell, 18 of 20. Wow.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
It's like one of his. That's a true RPA too. That's an insurance card right there. Boom! I know. Rookie patch auto Sam Howell. Not from a specific game or event. To 20 true RPA. Ooh, boy. That's big. 18 of 20. Congrats, Greg. Let's hit the squirrels for Greg. And we have 1 card left in the briefcase. Sam Howell, RPA to 20. They sent us the good case. Thank God, says Greg. All right, your final card of the break to 6 sold for 3.3K. Wow. That's over a thou wow then, probably. Final card of the break. Good luck. Want to see a monster here. Final card. It could be a patch. I've seen some that have a patch.
Oh, no.
3 of 25. That's an old Jet. Joe Namath patch. Going to the Jets. Jason H. Show us Game Worn. What's going on, Dish? Show us Game Worn. Player Worn. Player Worn on the Joe Namath. We didn't do it right. We didn't do the YouTuber trick. We did not end on the best card. Joe Namath, 3 of 25 on the patch, going to the Jets. So that was the box. As you can see, the big hit in the box was a Sam Howell true RPA to 20. I believe we talked about comps of that one right around $1,000 or more. Of course, Howell not having the best week 3. Probably hurt his market a little bit. He was 2-0 on the year prior to last week, and then 3-0 as a starter because he started a game last year. There is still a lot of hype around Sam Howell. And other hits in that box, we had that really nice triple mem, which was up over $100. We had the Kelsey Diamond. We had the Debo Samuel Star Swatch, the Dan Marino Auto, and others. All in all, in a $7,000 box, we probably got right around $2,000 or so worth of hits. And as much as I hate to say it, I think the consensus with the community was that we got an above average box. I've seen far worse boxes of Flawless got ripped. And I've seen, obviously, there's amazing hits out there. There's Shields and 101s and, Platinum Diamond or Platinum Gemstones. Things like that. Huge hits that are going to pay for the entire box, the entire $7,000 briefcase with one card. But more often than not, you're not going to get one of those hits. Again, those are few and far between. That's why you rip the product. Of course, the product hit probably being the Brock Purdy Shield 101. Shields being incredibly coveted in the hobby. Purdy being the #1 overall consensus rookie. I don't think it's really a debate at this point. Pickett has came out, not looked the best. Purdy 3-0 as a starter this year. Once again, Purdy Mania running wild through the hobby. His price is through the roof. So Purdy, Shield 101, and the Purdy RPAs, definitely the most coveted cards in the set. Of course, there are Tom Brady 101s as well, Patriots stuff, Super Bowl stuff, and some other huge hits in Flawless. Again, rightfully so, Flawless being the most expensive football set that Panini puts out at $7,000 a box. And I think that's a hard ask any year, but especially this year with Panini football really in flux. Presumably, based off of the data that we know right now here on the 27th, 28th of September, presumably Panini is wrapping up their contract with the NFLPA somewhere right around November 22nd with the final release on the calendar, and they haven't added anything for a couple of weeks to that calendar. The final release of 2023 football looks to be Donruss football, and we have a few other sets in between. But Panini football, the status of football cards right now, really in flux. We don't know when Fanatics is going to take over that license, and even when Fanatics does take over that NFLPA license, they will be essentially allowed to do cards with the same way that Panini was able to do baseball last year and in prior years, where they will be able to use all of the players currently in the league and rookie shields and all that stuff, but the logos will not be present. The jerseys will have to be airbrushed, just like Panini Baseball, because they will not have the full licensing, which doesn't kick in until 2025 or 2026 unless they're able to get that as well. So football cards as of right now are very in flux. Prices are all over the place. Perfect example, this week, Mosaic White Sparkle Packs sold on Panini's site at Dutch Auction. Those went for, I think, a $180 a pack was the floor price, and that was very surprising. I thought, being the last Sparkle Pack, potentially the final Sparkle Pack that we get from Panini, we would see those sell out rather high, because there will be no Optic, no Select this year under NFLPA as of right now. So Mosaic is it, like I talked about in my video. On the flip side, we had 2023 NFL Black sell out at start at $700, I think, sold out at $400 a box, a little $416, I think, and that was on Tuesday. And that one also really caught me by surprise, being too high. So the market right now for football is in flux. So last time I recorded one of these videos, we talked about National Treasures being $2,800, $3,000 per box. And I think the consensus around the hobby is that, you know, with the lack of game used and player worn materials in that one, and just the overall quality of that product, that the price point was laughable. It's way laughable. Flawless, from what I have seen, is a little bit better. Of course, now we're talking about, you know, National Treasures at the moment is down to about $2,500 a box. We're talking about a product that is almost 3x above that, $7,000 a box. So you're almost at 3x. And the RPAs, if you compare the RPAs from NT to the RPAs from Flawless, usually in the market most years, National Treasures RPAs are still more coveted than Flawless. With that being said, though, I think this year National Treasures is going to leave a really bad taste in some people's mouth, and so Flawless might be the way to go. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. History repeats itself in NT. I don't know. Maybe in a couple years, everybody will forget about how bad NT was in 2022, and who knows. But rather, I am speaking about the $7,000 price tag, and once again, it's too high. We have seen wax prices coming down over the last couple of years, you know, all-time high 2020, 2021, coming down to a more reasonable price point, albeit everything is still high compared to the singles market. It's just very, very tough to make your money back. Even you have to hit just absolute monster cards that, you know, in the past you hit one of those cards and it pays for your box 3 or 4 times over. With the price of wax the way it is the past few years, you hit one of those cards and hey, maybe you make 2x. And of course, there are monster 101s and product hits and things like that that are still going to be worth 10x, 20x, 50x. There are going to be cards that push 6 figures coming out of 2022 Flawless. Of course, the Shield Purdy probably being one of them. And some of the other shields, maybe the Pickett as well. But other than that, $7,000 is a really, really tough ask. This product has sold for more last year under the Trevor Lawrence and pretty much a Trevor Lawrence rookie year at this point, let's be real. I was going to say Justin Fields, but I don't know how much. I feel like his days are numbered as an NFL quarterback, or at least as a starter. Pretty much Trevor Lawrence, Jamar Chase year, this pushed $9,000 a box, so we are down about $2,000 from last year. But with this rookie class, the 2022 rookie class, of course, this being a 2022 release, the final release from the 2022 rookie class, I still think 7,000 is a bit high for this one. Realistically, and I even saying realistically because the idea of this amount being what it is for to rip a box of sports cards, I think this one would have been a little bit better at around 5,000 to 5,500 a box. And again, we're talking 2 to 3 months of most people's mortgage or rent on their house. I mean, we're not talking about a little sum of money here, and we're not talking about a product that somebody goes to the LCS and on a whim gets a wild hair up there, you know what, and decides to rip a box. Like, this is, it's not like, you know, hey, I'm going to take a shot on a $500 box of Mosaic and you get hurt and you get $100 back and you feel bad. No, I don't know anybody, and I know a lot of people in this hobby, unless $5,000 to them is like $5 to us. They're not just willy-nilly personal doming a box, you know, unless they, you know, have an incredible amount of disposable income. So we're still talking about ungodly sums of money for sports cards, but we are talking about the highest end football set in the game. Eminence is another one, but we're not going to get 2022 Eminence, obviously. Yeah, this price point, it's still too high. I will say, though, if you're comparing it to the other high-end sets from the year, like National Treasures at $2,500 a box, Immaculate currently sitting at about $1,600 a box or so, Spectra right around $1,000 a box, Impeccable about $1,500 to $1,700 a box. If we're comparing the high-end football sets only against each other from the 2022 set, 2022 class, I do think that Flawless is the best option of the three in terms of if you take that gamble, you know, if you hop into a group break or, you know, if you have a lot of disposable income and you're going to take a shot, this would probably be the one to go just because the quality of the set itself is significantly better than National Treasures. Immaculate, again, just the singles prices of Immaculate compared to the box price. We've hit a 101, I believe, Desmond Ridder, and I'm not even confident that that card would pay for the box these days. Again, Ridder being exposed is maybe not the best quarterback now that the season has started. And then Spectra, a beautiful set, but Spectra and Impeccable, the singles just never hold up compared to the box prices. I don't know why. Spectra, $1,000 a box or so, and there are some absolutely beautiful cards that come out of that product. But I think, you know, if you're a high-end collector, if you're a high-end buyer, and you don't need my opinion to tell you this, because I'm pretty much speaking to mostly speaking to people who can't, you know, reasonably afford a Flawless Personal. I can't afford a Flawless Personal, which is why you're seeing the recap of the one that we did on the in a break. Yeah, it's a product that honestly, it's probably a breaker's product, let's be real. Unless you're a millionaire with lots and lots of disposable income, or you're Drake going for NBA shields, this is not one that you open a personal of. And, you know, the great thing here is, like I said, the singles market really not really scaling with the product, with any of the wax right now in the market. You know what, if you're a collector, it's great for you, as the people who do rip these, or the people who do hop in breaks, try to sell, and maybe they get some cards and some breaks that they're not a fan of, and they try to sell it to recoup some liquidity. It's a great product for singles buyers and singles collectors, so there's money to be made on that end. I do think that a lot of the Flawless cards do sell too low. It's a good option if you're looking to buy some cards to flip, or if you want to speculate on a guy who's maybe down, who might rebound later this year or next year, whatever it might be. Maybe he's hurt. It is a good set to buy singles of. You can always hop into a break and test your waters and try to hit your shot and try to get that Purdy 101 shield, or a shield 101, and hit some life-changing money off a $300 or a $400 break spot. But this isn't one that I think that anybody, unless $5,000, unless $7,000 is $7 to you, you probably shouldn't be opening personals. That's all I've got to say about Flawless. It's better than National Treasures, but it's still too expensive. And that's that. So that's going to do it for me. Leave me your comment. Let me know what you think of Flawless. I think I know how the comment section goes in this one. And we'll catch you next time on Down the Road.